Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon everybody. Here an explanation video about exercise 8. And exercise 8 goes about a castle garden. A flower bed has been made, shown on the right side. Calculate the area of the flower bed in square meters and round to one decimal place. It's a difficult exercise because there's one part from the flower part what you do not need to add or to count, and that part is 40 degrees, which means that we still have 320 degrees left. All right, so we need to calculate 320 degrees of the 360 degrees. All right, to calculate the area of the whole green part, so let me just mention that we think that this is green, the whole flower bed is green, then it was pi times the radius squared. So from here to there, that's your diameter, so that's 12 plus 10 plus 10 is 34 meter, so the radius from that circle is a half, so that's 70 meters. Alright, so to calculate with exercise A, that whole part we need to do, so area, big circle, there you go, pi times 17 squared. Alright, but we only have the part of 40% of it. 40 degrees, yeah? So we have 320 degrees left, so we need to part 320 of the 360. Right? So here is 807,04 etc. square meters. Okay. Now we're gonna subtract this part inside the flower bed, yeah, and again without that part from 40 degrees, yeah. So area, small circle, without that small part, it is pi times 5 squared, because the radius 5, but again we only need the part 320 of the 360, because we do not need to have the whole circle. So that's the answer, 69,81 etc. square meters. Now we need to subtract, so what is the area of the flower bed? It is 807,04, the answer from part 1, minus the 69,81, answer from part number 2, and that's your answer. So that's 737, we need to write to one decimal place, 2 square meters. Alright, so yeah, the difficult part, of course, is that we only need to calculate with the part 320 over 360. Yeah? Alright, let me have a look at exercise B. Calculate the circumference of the flower bed in meters and round to one decimal place. In that case, we're gonna start somewhere, let me just say there, and first we're gonna calculate the circumference from here to there. Then also this part and that small part, so the width of the flower bed, and then the small circle inside. Alright, so let me just look at the outside and then only again the 320 over 360 part. So exercise B, the circumference That's again 3 20 over 360, multiplying with the diameter of the big circle, so that was 34 times pi. There you go. Then we can add the width of the flower bed. So that's 2 times 17 minus 5. Now why 2 times? Because we have 2 of those lines. Yeah. The radius was 17 meters. If we just subtract that small radius inside my circle there, then it is just 12 meter left. All right, so we already have that part, and then of course plus the circumference from the small circle. So that's again the 320 over 360 part, multiplying with 10, because diameter is that 10, multiplying with pi. There you go. So that's your circumference in total. And then the answer is 146,9 meters, because it is a circumference and we need to round to in one decimal place. Right, so that was exercise B. Let we have a look at exercise C. The flower bed is surrounded by a 3 meter wide tiled path. Also, innermost part is tiled. The tiles cost 35 euros per square meters. How much did the tiles cost round to the nearest 10? Now, well, we just calculated exercise A, the area of the whole flower bed. So if we just subtract it from the whole circle and then multiply it with 35 euros, then we have the answer. All right? So in exercise C, the area from everything without the flower bed is pi times 20 squared, because the radius from the center to one side there, for example, or there, doesn't matter where, but is 20 meters. So pi times 20 squared. And we need to subtract our answer from exercise A, so the 737,2 square meters, which is 519,4 square meters. All right. Of course, it was 35 euros per square meters. So if we multiply the 519,4 by 35, then we have our total price, and we need to round it at the nearest 10. So it is 18,880 euros. All right. So that was exercise C, and that was all from exercise 8. So good luck with the rest of the exercises.